Okay, now I think we're in business.
Well, Jim Warshauer has asked me to say a few words about this piccolo that I've just been noodling around on. I'm not a piccolo player, but I can tell you that from my experience, for many years of knowing piccolos, and especially Haynes piccolos, that this is an extraordinary instrument. There are a few things you should know about this. The first thing is that it's 100 years old. And this is very important to know, other than just an interesting fact. It says a lot about the wood itself. This wood isn't available anymore and hasn't been for many, many years. This is African Grenadilla. It grew wild and it was farmed and it was actually dragged out of the swamps by elephant. Couldn't float it downstream, it was too heavy. What does this mean? Well, instruments, piccolos, that were made from this wood really varied quite a bit. There wasn't the consistency that you have in today's modern farmed forests of Grenadilla, mostly in South America. So there's a consistency in the modern instruments, but there's also a variation in these older instruments depending on the particular tree that it grew, how the tree grew. And anyway, what I'm trying to say here is that each of these instruments has their own personality because of that. The other thing that's important to know is that because of its age, it has special qualities that can only come from aging. There have been all kinds of attempts to accelerate the process or somehow replicate it, but they've all fallen short. There is nothing like age and what it does to wood, whether it's a piccolo or a violin. As far as the condition of this instrument goes, it is superb. All of the things that you would expect to see of an instrument this age are not present. The embouchure hole is very crisp, looks like it just left the shop. There isn't a crack, there isn't a repair to the body. The mechanism is very, very tight, and the padding is very precise. I know this because I padded it and restored it myself. Lew Deveau was a master piccolo padder at the Haynes Company, and I apprenticed under him to know how to pad these particular piccolos. So I learned from the best, and I think that when you play this instrument, you'll see that it's something that's very unique, and I think that it stands on its own. And I think that's all I need to say about it. Thanks.